Hey collectors, Anthony from HNE here, and today we're looking at Naruto Ultimate Legends Wave 2. Now, if you want to see Wave 1, which is Naruto as a child, Naruto as a teen, and Kakashi, there's a different video for that from January on this channel, so go check that out. This is Wave 2, featuring the Uchiha brothers. And of course, you see on the left we have Sasuke in his teen form. You got in the middle Sasuke in his child form, and of course on the right, Itachi. And before we look at these guys, let's quickly take a look at the packaging, and they're simple blisters. So as you see, kind of messed up this one a little bit, but that is the front of Sasuke. And then here is the other one. And so I don't know what it is, but both the Dragon Ball and Naruto line, the newest waves are really easy to peel off, generally. And I don't think that first card is an example of great, but yeah, that's it. So let's start with young Sasuke, and we'll push these two back, and I have him in kind of a Chidori pose, but I had a better, like, a little electricity thing I wanted to use, but hey, whatever we're gonna do. So we'll throw this in the back here, and right away, the first problem I have is the top comes off too easily, but the peg is strong, so it may be just because he's a child character and he is like thin, but the detail is really good for it. Basically a $10 figure. And of course he has his pouch and his leg holster. And so articulation, head up and down, a little bit of a ball joint there. You got this covering up his face, although you can't like pull it up or anything. They add that insert in the shoulder, which is great. Shoulders, I don't know what it, like the peg weight or the whatever they got going on here, the pinned elbow is a pain in the butt. Shoulder, wrist left or right, up and down. And then, of course, he got the mid-range one. He has very little of a waist. Of course, his legs go out, as you see. They bend like this, and then his feet are really loose. And actually, I think is a case for all of them, and then swivels. And that is decent enough for what we can get in pose-wise. And I use these bases because the playmat I use for the bottom here isn't as stable as it could be, but they do stand up once you get them into like a stable position. But let's move on to Sasuke as a teenager. And of course the child one ain't gonna let me stand him now. There. So here is Sasuke as a teen. He comes with his, I guess, blade, but it's not like detachable or anything, it's just in there. But here's what he looks like on the back and the front. This is like some weird, it's just plastic, it's just very thin. Oh, and look what happened. So, yeah, this is what happens when they put too much stuff onto the same peg. As you see, it's a ball jointed peg. So now I gotta put it all back together. And hope it stays together. There we go. It's, as I say, a little looser than the kid Sasuke. Let's push that together. It's like I can't tell. His eyes look like they might have the Sharingan in, but it's so. I can't tell. Okay, so articulation. He has the waist thing, but because of the sword, it's limited. I would say he had a actual lower waist one rather than the chest one, but you know, cloak, the shirt, the thing is in the way. Arms go out. They have the filler in them. They do bend, a peg here, and then wrist left and right, up and down. And limitations because of this skirt. It's going to be problematic. His legs don't move very far, and I mean, you barely get a knee bend because of it. And then, of course, up and down, left to right. And his legs are really thin, although it looks about the same thing. It's just they're really loose, too. So it's very interesting. And the other thing I found funny was you can't reach behind him to get his sword. Not that he could pull it out like Trunks over in the Dragon Ball line, but yeah, he cannot get his sword. And then finally we have Itachi. Itachi wearing this huge Akatsuki cloak here. And of course his arm falls off. Although it is very weird. It's pegged in like that. Okay. So it's a budget line. Again, $10 a figure. So this type of thing It probably isn't meant to give to your small child. They're going to destroy them. So anyway, let's take a look at him. It looks like he also might have the Sharingan on. It's just the detail is so small. Here we go. Okay, so posing. His head, just like with Sasuke, generally the same range of motion. His arm, it will not see, like his arm like this, and it does not want to come out. But he does have an upper shoulder bend. He has a whatever you call this, an elbow bend, and then he has a limited range in his fist. So that's that, and that kind of is weird. Of course, because of the skirt here, he has very limited knee bend, and of course he has the rotating and bending and it's just a very basic leg setup. But I mean, he's probably the best standing of all of them, but probably because he's more evenly weighted. And so if we pull them all forward, right now I would say probably best look, because all of them have fallen apart. The best looking is probably, or the most stable maybe, would be Itachi. But he has less of the flexibility. The Sasuke's actually have the better flexibility out of the three of them. But if you're looking for a budget Naruto line, and you can still find Wave 1 in stores, definitely get these guys, just if you're going to pose them and leave them alone. These are not toys. These are just cheap collectibles.
With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on these items. Did you get them? And how was your experience with them? Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.